What is up everyone and welcome to the Survivor Winners at War recap of episode 12. We start with the aftermath of that crazy tribal that saw the demise of Sophie. Fear not, she went to the edge of extinction, so she's still technically in the game. Ben and Jeremy are not happy bunnies, and the same goes for Tony and Sarah. Sarah feels that Tony has betrayed her by not letting him in on the vote. Sheesh, come on Sarah, this is Winners at War, we gotta give Tony some respect. Ben is also finding it hard to put trust into Tony. Man, that guy's all over the place. It's Spy Shack time. Tony creates another spy tactic high up in the trees of Fiji, and him and Sarah decide to have each other's backs. Wow, that turned fast. Back at camp now on the ground, Kim decides it's time to take the shot at Tony. She tries to get the likes of Denise, Michelle, Nick and Ben on board. Will this work? Or is Tony the cat with 9 lives? Now, over at the Edge of Extinction, the inhabitants must drag 20 coconuts each from one side of the island to the other for 2 fire tokens. The long and short of it is that Natalie, Sophie, Yule, Tyson, Parvati and Wendell complete the task first. Boston Rob falls over and cracks open his elbow, but his pride still keeps him completing the challenge. Why, you ask? Because he's the Rob father. Nick believes he's got to step up as it's nearing the end game. He believes the 3 biggest threats are Jeremy, Sarah and Tony. He's happy to get rid of any of them. After Sophie went out with an idol, Tony and Sarah decide it's time to go looking for the new one. Ben finds the idol and tries to hide it from Tony, but Tony sees. I mean, come on, you really think you're going to Ben bomb Tony? Now, Tony and Ben have an idol each, and they go off into the sunset together and they live happily ever after. Today's immunity challenge will end with the last man and woman standing winning immunity and 2 fire tokens each for the winner. This challenge entails standing on a beam and keeping your hand raised in the air with the strap around it so the bucket of water doesn't fall over your head. Whew, that was a mouthful. True Survivor fans will remember this from Season 3 in Africa, in which T-Bird won the challenge after serenading everyone with a song from Annie. Anyway, back to the challenge. Jeremy is first to fall, followed by Ben and Sarah. As the only 2 men left, Nick tells Tony if he drops, he will give him 1 fire token. Tony ain't having any of that. Enter the cookies and milk. Kim and Michelle drop immediately, and it seems like the cookies and milk are the strongest player in the game. Which means, congratulations Denise, you have won the women's immunity. Once again, the cookies and milk prove they are really strong, as Nick asks for 1 of the fire tokens from Tony. Tony accepts, and Nick drops. Congratulations Tony for winning the male immunity. And the winner of Survivor Winners at War, the milk and cookies. Back to camp now, and it looks like Kim's plan to get Tony out has been foiled.
Well. How the turntables...
It's time for them to think of another plan. Well, hello Jeremy, you're the next target. Ben reveals to Tony they were going to blindside him, and Tony's like, we gotta get Kim out. All of a sudden, Nick and Kim realise the odds may not be in their favour. Tony wants Kim out and Ben wants Jeremy out. They go backwards and forwards for 5 minutes and realise Nick is playing all sides. Huzzah! Jeremy may be safe as Michelle reveals her 50-50 coin advantage to him. It looks like Jeremy's luck is beginning to turn, and Tony tries to get him on board with voting out Kim. Ben and Jeremy attempt to bury the hatchet and bond over the idea of voting Kim out. Michelle gives Jeremy the 50-50 coin. Wow, things are really looking up for Jeremy. Or are they? It's time for tribal. Well, it took less than a minute for the whispers to start. That damn paranoia is rife this season. Now for a game of tribal Chinese whispers as Tony passes Kim's name down the line. Kim ain't messing around, she's up and talking to Jeremy. Kim don't go down without a fight. Sarah is now worried that she is going to be voted out, asking Tony to play the idol for him. After another 5 minutes of whispers, it's time to vote. Jeff's tallied the votes, but does anyone want to play an immunity idol? Of course they do, this is Winners at War. Tony's going to play one for Sarah. No he's not. Yes he is. No he's not. Wow, this could really go on all day. Cue Jeremy. He wants to flip the coin. No he doesn't. Yes he does. No he doesn't. The jury are like, what on earth is going on? No advantage is played. It's time to read the vote. Jeremy. Kim. Jeremy. Jeremy. Kim. Kim. Wow, Probst really knows how to build the tension. Next vote. Kim. 14th person voted out. Kim. Well, that's another one for Tony's resume. So long to a legend, Kim Spradlin. Last but not least, it's bequeath time. 1 for Michelle, 1 for Denise and 1 for Sarah. Now it's off to the edge of extinction for Kim as she walks down the beach to an epic backing track. That's that for episode 12. I've been your host Tom Vasey. Good night.